we will continue our discussion for this afternoon. I hope everybody has already signed in your attendance before this. Okay, this one is Shahmiz. I just realized that Shahmiz board isn't standardized with other group members. For instance, because you are going to submit this one in, I think the submission link will be only on one Miro, but you need to put everybody's board in one Miro. Okay, so every board needs to be standardized with each other. For instance, even the font that you have selected, I think Shahmi's font is not the same as Chevi's font, right? So make sure that everything is standardized, although you are presenting your own individual project. Okay, it is a individual work, but it is presented in a group. Okay, so make sure that you have standardized all this font and so on. I think Mirza's and Chevy is the same font, except for Shami. Okay. How about Maho? Maho, do you have a problem with your presentation board? Maho, are you here?
I will share in the middle now.
Yes, Maho, do you have problem with your, do you know how to update this one?
Yes. No. I
Ah,
will
sorry.
share later.
Okay. So the problem with your presentation last time is because of there are a lot of lengthy wording. So perhaps if you have problems in terms of this how to shorten it and turn it into diagram, you just let me know later, all right? So I will help you in terms of how we want to convert it into diagram, so it will be more interesting to look at. Okay, Maho?
Okay.
All right.
And may I get the QR code for the attendance?
After this, yeah, after the quick session.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So Maho, you know what to do after this?
Sorry.
You know what to do after this? What to improve for your board presentation board?
Yes, improved one. Yeah, I have another board.
Okay. So let me know later, because the
Okay.
submission is going to be on next Monday. Sorry, next. You will submit your boards on next Sunday. Okay, and then you will be presenting your presentation board on next Monday, and there will be another one assessor, not only from me. Okay, you have another work-based master who will be assessing your presentation board. So there will be two panels for your presentation. Okay.
Okay.
This one is for all including the direct intake students. So for every submission, we will have an external assessor too, not only from coming from me. Okay. All right. So move to Chevy. Chevy, I think yours it's very organized, but to make it more interesting, some of the images can be bigger than the others. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
doctor.
that they will compete with each other. Maybe the exploded zone can be the main focus. You see the one that I have presented this morning. All the movies posted and so on. They have something that they can focus more instead of just showing everything is in order. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Mm. So perhaps I think the most interesting part is your exploded geometry. Okay, so
So I make it bigger lah.
and then try to make it bigger, and then perhaps this one can be smaller. There is 1 until 8. Okay, try to make it interesting so that we know where to focus more. Okay, so because this axonometric, we have all the structural system, we have all these materials, so there are a lot of things that can be explained here, right? So perhaps this one is the most interesting part that you can make it bigger, right?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, I think the information is there already. Except that the presentation part, right? And how about your physical model?
For me, I'm planning to do I'm not sure because for the tanggang, the connection, the jointing, I'm doing that one, but I'm not sure, is it, how to call, uh, should I do a overall skeleton model? Means that jointing model and the skeleton model.
I think last time your seniors, they are only taking one part of the building, but at the same time they're also providing this type of jointing, because this kind of jointing is very small, right?
Yeah.
So this one you can make it bigger. I think this one can be 1 to 10 perhaps, but you need to check. Okay.
Okay, can.
Okay, so perhaps you take one part of overall building, and then show the skeleton and so on, because it is directly can be directed into your presentation board, right? And then types of jointing, you also can include this one.
Oh, okay.
Is it only 3?
Yeah, only 3. And then the other one is the lashing one for the roof.
Okay. Alamak, it hang already. How? Okay, wait, is it?
Yeah, doctor.
It's not moving. How do I fix this
Maybe
one?
you can refresh
How?
this window.
This one.
Yeah. Ayo.
Okay, and then you try to arrange your presentation board. Sorry.
Okay, can. But doctor, I have a question is, should I put something like sectional perspective to make it like, because my board, I think it's kind of
I know, because you are too technical. Okay, everything is so
yeah.
technical. If you can find a portion which can show the skeleton part, I think.
Skeleton part lah. Okay.
So it won't be very technical like this, because
Okay.
if not, it becoming too technical. You see, for this one, like Shahmiz, he only talking about the construction and so on, right? But he still insisted to put these things to so that we can see the overall picture of this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And even Mirza pun the same thing. He is showing that those things are very technical, but try to make it more interesting. If not,
Yes.
it become very dull lah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then okay, I think this one is for everyone. Try to avoid this kind of justify. I think what is called. You can set it in Photoshop, right? Try to avoid this uncontinuous word.
Okay, doctor.
Do you know how to do this
Yeah.
in Photoshop? It is justified. I'm not sure. Okay, try to make
Okay.
sure that okay, so it is used in Japanese. Architecture is bring it lower, for instance. Okay,
Okay, can.
right. So and then for perhaps you also can use some kind of something which is that you control the opacity. It can be blurred. It can be overlap with the background and so on, showing the shadow casting and so on, just to make it more interesting. Or even you can add on human figures and so on. Okay, if not, the board is becoming very technical all over.
Okay, doctor.
All right, it's okay. You just play around with this, because you have already got all the information. Just that you want to perhaps you want to recompose the boards. Okay.
Okay.
Right, and even these references, perhaps you don't just put it in rectangular shape like this, or perhaps you need to have the margin in between so that the margin is the same as this one. Okay, do you know?
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Okay,
Yeah, I
so because
understand.
Because this one it is not basically based on the reference line. Suddenly you put everything over here, just very, this one is very something that like afterthought. Okay, so it's just because you want you need to put references, then pop, you just put it here. Okay, try to follow back whatever reference line that you have. Okay, you have the margin over here, you have the margin over here, and then I'm not sure why the margin is not the same.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
Hmm.
Yeah, my mistake.
Okay. This one is the basic things about the presentation boards and so on. I want
Okay.
you to remember until your project to submission. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay. So Shamis, Shamis, we talk about Shamis before the, it's okay. All right. This one is Mirza, right? Mirza, I think yours is interesting and is pleasantly can be read easily. So it's okay because you have all this dimension and so on. Did you do this one? Basic. This one is you did it in SketchUp, is it? The new Mirza, are you here? Mirza, where is Mirza? Are you talking? Mirza is here. Tak dengar lah Mirza. We cannot hear you. Are you talking? Seems like you are talking, but
Hello? Hello?
yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. Mirza, you need to make sure that during the presentation,
Yes.
you can be, your voice can be here very
Okay.
clearly. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what is this.
Uh,
Are you
so
going to
saya
put
tak,
images?
yes. There will be an image
So
for every
how do I know what is Shoji? Oh, this one.
Shoji. Yes. It's about the movable screen. So for Japanese, they include the two of touch in their Japanese screen. They call.
But for the scale, this one is for which drawing?
Yes, for drawing because
All of
and
this.
yes, okay.
Okay.
Sebelumnya saya buat 20, so dia besar sikit. Jadi tulisan dia tak, ya. Saya kecilkan 30 je lah. Tak tengok. Dan scale ruler macam ada tiga, saya kata 30, satu 40.
What is the difference between Shoji and Fusoma?
The difference is about the paper. For Shoji, they use translucent paper, and for Fusuma, they use opaque cloth. And Fusuma usually they use for the interior, and Shoji as a door, exterior, or window.
How do I differentiate this one? This one is Shoji. This one is Fusuma, is it? This one, all the things that you have presented here, is it
Yes.
Shoji or Fusuma?
Shoji yang ada kitab putih tu, itu Shoji. Yang
Sini
Fusuma
Shoji.
yang mana yang opaque.
This one is Fusuma. How about this one?
Sebab dia ada opening dia punya translucent paper sikit je.
That's why it's quite confusing. I think the presentation is okay, but how do you differentiate these two? How do I know this one is Shoji? Because you
The pattern
putting
of
it.
lattice window.
Uh,
For the latest frame, lattice frame. For Fusuma, usually they just use a simple and opaque surface, so you can see the structure of the door. But for Shoji, we can see the lattice frame window, and the translucent paper. So Shoji mostly they use for the exterior.
What I mean is, okay. How do you differentiate these two? Is it using uh
Oh,
color code ke?
no,
This one is color
no.
code. The color code is the same. Okay, this one is.
Yes.
So how do you differentiate this one? Oh, it's because this window is green. Is it?
Yes.
So how
The
about the
legend
blue?
at the bottom, we have a legend. I
Sorry?
put the legend
Oh,
dekat bawah saya tak legend dia.
door interior door. Okay, I think it is
Sebab,
confusing because you only provided this Shoji component,
okay.
but you don't put the Fusoma component.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
Because
asking you, how do you differentiate these two? But if looking at your
because
color code, you only providing the segregation between window, doors, and exterior door, right? So yang tu
yes,
quite confusing.
right.
Hmm. So
So I need
perhaps,
to add for Fusuma component.
ataupun you try ni connection to nature tu letak sini, perhaps macam ni, and then you have these two things, Shoji, Fusuma, next to each other.
Right.
Okay. Kalau you ada macam tu, so kita boleh faham lah yang bawah ni. If not, that's why I'm asking how do you differentiate these two? Perhaps because you are doing this one, but you want people to grab their attention and they can understand very fast, right? So you need to know how to differentiate the two. Or even you can use this legend. This one, the legend can be between apa ni, Shoji and Fusuma ke? Tapi it's okay lah. This one is okay. Window, exterior door and interior door. Just that how to differentiate these two. Okay?
Okay.
How do you differentiate these two in terms of the function? Because this one
Based
is
on
using
the statement only.
translucent, right? Because it is used at the...
It's exterior and interior.
Why? Is
For
this,
sure.
is this because of the privacy of each spaces? Each space?
No, because of the natural light. So for
Hmm.
Shoji, they use to grab the natural light, and Fusuma they just use for divide space and give more private.
So where do you put
Or
those things? How do
yeah,
you do the view?
in the picture dekat gambar bawah. So kita ada kalau label tu saya nampak dalam tu ada bahagian interior semua yang warna maroon tu semua interior.
No. What I mean is, where did you put the information? Because you were talking about this characteristic, but the characteristic is for both, right? Shoji and Fusuma, right? But
Okay.
there is a difference between these two.
Okay. Cuma dalam tu dia statement atas dulu. Yang perbezaan translucent paper and then for exterior and interior.
Tu je lah. So
Untuk
how about the...
structure semua sama. Dia punya
Bukan.
frame sama. Okay.
Not about the structure. The one that you have said before on the light penetrate into. Kan? Where's the
Yes.
lighting? Where's the lighting?
So bagi saya kita macam kepahaman saya kalau kita tahu opaque clothes ataupun bukan translucent, so tak dia cloth ni cahaya, so kita dah tahu dah Fusuma dia tak grab maximum optimis cahaya. Tapi
I
kalau
know that one is basically based on your understanding, right? But we
yes.
want everybody to understand too. Okay? So
Okay.
perhaps you can add this one
For the
can
natural light
light.
tu ada mention dalam connection to yang atas tadi connection to nature. Dan tu ada mention yang light, natural light and
I know, but this one, it is basically based on the two things kan, Shoji and component. What I mean is the difference between these two. Because even the characteristic ni kan you combine.
Okay.
Divide and redivide. Salah hijau awak ni.
Oh.
Divide and redivide. Okay, this one betul kan? But this one is the things in common. The similarities between these two, right? How about the
Yes, yes.
differences? Okay.
Okay. So, tambah.
Differences for both. Okay. Okay, Inora, I think it's okay already. If you want to add some human figure pun, it's better. For instance, this one, is it a tatami mat? No.
No. So, can we make at the interior area at the upper floor?
Okay, but it is very interesting if you can add on something like the Japanese is having their cup of tea using this one. The table that they have is not like us, right? They just sit and have their tea, something like that. Is it right, Maho? The table that they have for their dinner and so on, it is lower if compared to the one that we have in our modern days. Maho? Maho, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so is there any specification or standard size for the dining table in Japanese culture?
I'm not sure about the traditional one.
Mm-hmm. But now, they usually in rectangular shape, right?
Yes.
Mm-mm. So if you want to make it more interesting, perhaps you can add on the human figure and so on, right? This one can boleh tak?
Sebab tak render tu. So, saya tak render lagi.
So after this you will render, right? So perhaps you
Yes.
can add on the furnitures and so on.
Okay.
Same like other boards as well. If you are perhaps Shami also, you can put the Japanese who are walking past by the house and so on, right? Using their traditional costume, pakai kimono and so on. Okay, so to make it more interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is your physical model, is it?
Yes. Just for
Is this yours?
no. There's the guideline. So how I need to do.
I thought this one is yours. I can see the workmanship is superb. You see how they put the glue and so on.
I will try to do.
Okay, so it's very precise if you can do something like this one. Okay. Maho, is this yours? You just put it here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think you are using the same font as Shahmi's. So perhaps after this, your groups also need to sit down and perhaps you can do you can standardize your font. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. This one is better than before because you have already inserted all this. At least we can see, we can read it clearly. If compared to before, you have the diagrams and so on. Okay. And Maho, if you do you use what software did you use for this one?
Illustration.
Sorry?
Illustrator.
Illustrator. Okay. So perhaps if you want to make it better, you can use kind of like I said before, you have the reference, sorry, you have the reference line. So everything will be justified. Uh, do you understand what I mean? This one is the reference line. Okay. So all these lines can be standardized, something like this. So this one can be smaller, right? Do you understand, Mahu?
Yes.
Okay, try to use all this reference line.
Okay.
And then I'm not sure why the Is it because of the resolution for this Myro? Some of the text cannot be read. Can you read your text using your PDF and so on?
This is JPEG file.
JPEG. Okay. I think you need to make sure that during even the submission, the resolution of this it has the appropriate resolution or JPEG size so that it can be read. If not, all the things cannot be clearly read. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think perhaps everything is here already. And then except for this, I thought you want to do something with your plan and the activities. Where is
Ye-
it? Oh, this one is the spatial plan.
Yes.
So where's the activities?
Activities.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Okay, this one. All right. Okay. So okay, this one is okay, but perhaps the one that I said before lah, because it cannot be read now. Okay, so try to make sure that everything is very clear. We want to know, okay, when we talk about this bedroom. So I want to know where is your bedroom in here. Do you understand? Okay, for
Yes.
instance, this one is a bedroom. So and then we know that this one is the bedroom. You can also use this kind of ways like Mirza's did. You can use this kind of symbol. Okay. For instance, this one is the bedroom. This one is the master bedrooms and so on. Okay.
Yes.
What about Yoni? This one is yours.
Yes.
Okay. I think your workmanship is very what we call that? What is very neat. Okay. Uh you said before you don't know how to do this physical model, right? But at least you have try your best to do this one, which is very good. Is this the first time you are doing your physical model?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Good. And then how do you plan to put your walls?
Wall.
The walls. Some of the walls.
This is opening.
Oh, sorry. Is it very open like this? Some of the things you need to put the walls, right? Is it this one?
Yeah.
This one walls, right?
Yes.
Is it a plain walls or it has some textures on it? Sorry, Mahu. And then what happened to this area?
This is columns.
Columns. Okay, so you will insert this column over
Yes.
here, right? Okay, okay. So it's okay. I think it's a good progress. And then except that we cannot read this one very clearly. Okay. So try to figure out ways on how to put all these things. What are other topics that you need to cover other than this one? Is it this all of this only?
Yes. Settlement and vernacular works and spatial arrangement.
Okay, and perhaps you can also insert something like the one that they did. Okay, Shamis have this exterior overall of the house, this one.
Yes.
And Chevy, she has the structural system of this exploded axonometry of the house. Okay. Mirza is talking about the doors and windows, and yours can be something which is related to Mirza's because you are talking about the interior part of this house. Okay. Instead of just putting a photo of the model all over, perhaps you can add on this one big perspective on this one, and then the photos of the model is only over here. Okay, so try to figure out ways on how you can also include some of this 3D model, because it has been produced by your group members, right? So
Yeah.
just to integrate it in your presentation board. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Maho.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. So can we move to the other groups? Wait. Okay. This one is group. Okay, Abi. Abi, you need to check your font color. Can you read your font color?
Yes, doctor. Actually, I was planning to change it to black, doctor.
That's why it cannot be read. Okay. Oh, sorry. The one that you have presented before, the same thing. You don't have the references yet, right? This one, this group, Shami, Maho, Mirza. Mirza, do you have your reference? Where do you plan to
No,
put your reference?
the bot.
Nanti, so please try to make sure that there is at least some of the reference is there. Something like the Chevis has done. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
So
doctor.
this, alright. So the same thing. Abi, the same thing. Where's your references?
Yeah, okay, doctor. I will put it on the bottom also.
Okay.
I haven't put the reference. Okay.
I think okay. And then for the overall group, I think I have put some notes here. 3D models are too dark. Usually, I'm not sure because perhaps because of this opacity of the color, or it can be lighter in color so that all these lines can be read more easily. Do you understand me?
Yeah, understood, Doctor. But
Hmm.
this one is not fully rendered yet. We just took it from SketchUp. So I think if we render it properly, we can be see.
Okay. Yeah, so try
Yeah.
to figure out ways on how to make it more. The lines can be more,
Lighter.
yes,
All
and
right.
can be
Okay.
read easily. What happened to this roof? Is it really exposed like this?
No. There's a timber covering the area.
That's
So
why, because this one, oh sorry, ada suara lata. Uh, all the bats, all the birds can just get into your building, right? So
yeah.
this one, it should have this gable end, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Correct.
Gable end is tebar layar. Okay, so you need to put all these things. If it is covered, so everybody need to cover this one. Um, why are you showing the same isometric? This one, this two? Oh, sorry. This one is the same board, is it? This one is the same board, right?
Fine.
Sama tu.
Patutlah. Okay. Alright. This one is okay because Abi is taking from this angle, and then this one is who? This one is who?
Okay.
Pudin
Udin.
is taking the exploded Exono, and then Win is taking another angle, and then Ain is taking another angle too. Okay, try to make sure that you don't show the same thing. Although it is an individual work, but as we said, it should be composed as group work, right? Okay. Abi, try to avoid this kind of this one hyphenate, is it in Photoshop?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, try to avoid this one. So make sure that everything can be read continuously. This one is also the same thing. Okay. Um, I'm not sure. I think the side plan is too small. Um, how big is this font?
Bagi gini.
Sorry.
Ya Allah, sorry Doctor.
Okay, okay, this one is okay already. Just that the font cannot be read easily. Okay, and I think because the step plan is very crucial and you want to show the surrounding context and so on, right? So, but it is quite small. So, okay. And another thing, like I just tick on your previous board before this, on this one. I think the one that you want to talk about is the environmental and neighborhood context. Okay, because we want to differentiate your board with Pudin punya board. So this one, environmental context and climate consideration is almost the same thing. Okay, Abi. So yours will be more on the environmental and surrounding context and neighborhood context. To
Uh,
differentiate with Pudin.
yes, doctor, because on my previous board, I think it was the first one, I also mentioned about the openings, which is the door and windows. And then after we discuss, the openings and windows is taken by Puddin, and then I changed my other two topics with the river and also the temperature.
So means that yours is more on the neighborhood context, right?
Yes, doctor.
And then okay. So you need to add on this one. And please check the spelling. This one. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
What else other than this one? Vegetation, river. How about the surrounding building?
Okay, on the number 14, there's the like crop storage, doctor, but I can't find the pictures and like there's no explanation, doctor.
Is it original? Original
Uh,
from the site, or it is only an additional building?
it's separate from the mosque area, doctor. I think it was belong to the like civilization around the mosque.
Okay. So I think okay, the site plan should be bigger because we want to really appreciate this site plan. And then for neighboring context, like I asked, is there anything rather than only vegetation and river? What else? Can the surrounding building blocking your main building from the direct sunlight? You need to check on that, eh? Abi? Abi, are you talking? Where's Abi? I
Hello?
cannot hear you.
Hello?
Okay. We can hear you.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so try to figure out what are and the other neighborhood contexts that you can add on. Okay, and the physical models, this one. Do you plan to put another board for the physical model, or it is only this one? I think it is too small.
Yes, doctor. Actually, I've planned to put the physical model on another board.
So what happened to this area? That's why I'm asking you. Is there anything rather than only vegetation and river? So perhaps another one, or what else that you can add on for your first board, and then for second board you are only focusing on this physical model. Okay, so try
Okay.
to figure out on how to make sure that everything is in your first board. All right. How about your physical model progress?
Yes, I've made doctor, but I haven't took the picture.
All right. So you are very secretive. You don't want to share it here. Okay, it's okay. So try to make sure that there is no empty spaces over here. So how do you want to rearrange things and so on? Okay. Alright. And even you can add on something like uh the images of human figure who are reading Al Quran and so on. Try to make sure that your presentation board give more soul. If not, it is only like just like an abandoned building with nobody here and so on. Right?
Okay, doctor.
Okay. Right. Next, Pudin. Pudin, I've thought this one. I'm not sure this one is suitable or not. Okay, because it doesn't represent something which is on the history, heritage, and so on. I know students nowadays they use this kind of diagrams and so on, but perhaps it doesn't really represent this masjid. Okay.
Okay.
Try to find better image to represent all these things because you are talking about the history, right? For instance, for instance, if I'm asking Maho or Abi, do you know what is gotong royong? Abi, do you know what is gotong royong?
For me, I know, doctor.
Maybe Maho do not know, right? Okay, if you are using foreign language like this, gotong royong should be in italic. But
Italic tu apa? Sengit
sengit. So gotong royong should be sengit lah. Should be in italic. Alright. But what I want to mention here is perhaps you can add on the image of people who are gotong royong, who are doing the construct the masjid with this cooperation of all the villages, for instance. Okay, try to find this kind of images to represent your heritage building.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, so try it, and it is too lengthy, and then you need to add diagrams and images lah, right?
Okay.
This one is okay. And then, like I said before, you need to differentiate with ABIS, but I think ABIS will be focusing more on the neighboring context. Okay, this one is also okay.
Doctor, I have one question. Before this, I pop out the diagrams, but now I didn't pop up because don't have space. So is it okay if I just put axonometric diagram here?
The one that you said itu pop up.
Dulu before this, three doktor ada minta for pop out punya diagram.
The blow up details, doctor.
Yes, blow up.
Is it this one? This one, right? Alamak, dia hang. Sekejap Sekejap. I think Miro will be very heavy if we put everything here.
We already reduced things we have in there, doctor, but still like.
I think because of the resolution or the image size is very big.
I see.
But for this upcoming Sunday's submission, I think you will need to provide one link for one group only for the submission. Oh ya, kejap The pop-up over here, right? I think that. But who will cover on this one? Awin. I mean the jointings and so on.
The jointings, Awin.
Okay. But on this part, non-structural and so on, how do you put this one in? How do we understand on this one? Non-structural system.
Itulah. Saya tak tahu lagi macam mana nak tunjukkan dia. So I just put the information je first.
Ataupun, I think, sekejap I tak pernah nak conteng.
Tak boleh lah.
It doesn't move.
Okay.
Perhaps, okay. Can you hear me?
Ya.
Okay. Or else, what you can do is based on top ni, you put on this on the upper side. Sekejap But structural and non-structural, you put it lower, and then you can have all these kind of images below.
Or in every like floors put picture, walls put picture. Like that ke doktor?
Kejap, I tak nak conteng. But because I see that there are empty space on the below part, right? So perhaps you can do something about it. But for the one that you have shown here, base to top tu, it can be upper, right? So structural and non-structural, you can bring it lower, so that you can have this empty space to put all the images.
Okay.
Oh, you can see the one this hand that I'm moving my mouse over here. Nampak tak?
Ya.
Nampak.
Just that I cannot something, right?
Okay.
So try to make use of this space. Okay?
Okay. One more thing, doctor, about the reference. Kan like we have a lot of internet links kan, like in what format we should apply for the reference, or just put the link?
Try to simplify the link. You know, you can have this kind of short URL. Do you know the website to cut your link?
I don't know.
I pun tak tahu.
Short URL things. Nanti kalau I jumpa nanti I share.
Okay.
Doctor, if we put the name of the blog and the date of the blog written, can, or should we just shorten the URL?
I think it's better shorten because this one is
I see.
presentation board.
Okay.
It is unlike you do for a report. Kalau report tu we require the whole thing to be put in report, but this one is only presentation board. So just make sure that the main thing is there. For instance, the references is taken from kalam, right? So kalam is the main reference. But yang just simple reference tu perhaps kalau tak tunjuk pun tak boleh. Okay? Supposed to be kena tunjuk semua lah, but if you have the limitation of space, you can just put the main reference. Okay, I have trouble with this Miro. How do I want to? Sorry ada budak pula.
Doktor, I rasa kena keluar dulu dan masuk balik. Dia
I
kalau
think
kita refresh dia memang tak.
dia macam tu je.
So
Betul ke?
Dr. exit and then buka balik link tu.
how to exit?
You there, pangkah. Then
Ni refreshing, right?
Okay.
Okay. So can I put in? You know what to do later?
Okay, doctor, yang about the climate consideration, is it okay already? Because is it still can differentiate with ABI or still the same with ABI for now?
Abi, you will focus more on the neighboring context only. That's why I'm asking Abi, what else that you can add on? For instance, are all the building which is located surrounded the mosque give effect to this shadow casting, for instance? Is there any ways? Okay, but yours you lebih kepada ventilation of the building itself, right? You are talking about the building itself, but Abi will be talking about the surrounding context.
Okay.
And even Abi, if you have the neighbors who are staying next to your mosque and there are the frequent users of the mosque, you also can put it in your bots. Okay, because you were talking on the neighboring context. Okay. Or I should exit page.
I think page is better,
Yes,
Doctor.
Doctor. The exit page.
Yeah.
Actually awal-awal dia okay, like macam before this kan kita orang punya banyak sangat kan. Lepas tu dia dah slow.
Okay lah. Too many information. I sometimes got lost into your Miro. Okay. Okay, I just stop sharing first. Sekejap
Okay.
Okay. Can you see this one?
Kan Doctor. The bot number 3.
The same thing lah. Cannot counting this one. Or wait, I can just annotate. So it means that I don't counting your Miro. Okay, but I will share your YouTube later.
Oh, okay, Doctor.
So I think Awin is the same thing. You need to standardize the font and so on, and even the color. I think the color is too blended with the background, so it's better to use just black.
The font color, Doctor.
Yes, the font color.
Right.
Or pick the font color which is more darker. If not, it will be very bland.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot even move this one. Okay.
Doctor, what if you try to exit the another to Miro there on the tab you open?
You mean? Oh, tutup dulu.
No, the other one, the other groups. Okay. Tak apa.
Oh, I tertutup you punya. Okay, better. Tak boleh lah. Alright. So please check the color scheme for your model. I think it's too dark theme all over. And then I think all of your building, because you don't provide the human figures and so on, it's become very, very dull. It is just like an abandoned building.
Okay.
So everybody is the same thing, the same problem. Not a problem, but it is more interesting if you can provide the human figures and so on.
Alright.
For instance, somebody is
Put
walking.
context, right?
Context. Stressnya tak boleh conteng.
With Aisha and then Dr. Conteng dekat Webex? Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, I'll share.
So I've stopped sharing and go to your Miro.
Alright, thanks, Hari. Okay. Can you see it, Doctor? Let me really share. Okay.
Can you see my pen? Okay, boleh lah. Alright. Okay, somebody is walking over here. Tak nampak apa?
Where is your pen?
Oh, tak boleh.
Where?
Still the same. Oh, okay, okay. Boleh. Nampak tak?
Nampak? Okay. There, okay.
I'm not sure what is this.
Oh, this one is a perspective I show for the where is Tanggam number 1 is there, Tanggam number 2 is there.
But
number
the
3
way you put this grass, it is
is
just like
it's
an
just like an
elevation.
elevation. Yeah, okay.
So it is confusing. You are showing the elevation at the same time you are showing this perspective.
Should
Or
I exchange the place? Like this one is gonna be up there and there.
I think the problem is with this grass.
The
So
grass,
perhaps
okay.
the grass
Yeah.
can stop over here only.
Alright, okay.
And then this one, it should be all over, right? Something like this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And how about your, this one? The pattern on the roof? If you are
Oh.
saying that this one is the elevation, so you need to put this one too, right?
Okay.
The Singora, is it Singora? Singora?
Yeah, Singora times.
So at least you need to put the pattern. If you cannot put it in AutoCAD, you can just use Photoshop.
Okay,
At
alright.
least you can show the roof pattern.
Okay.
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 So like I said, I think everybody will need to have this human figure. It is very interesting if you put the human figure because the three groups you are having different users. For instance, your group is talking about religious preachers, somebody who are learning the Al-Quran and so on, right? And then Maho's group is talking about the Japanese people. They are they have their own culture. They wear their own traditional costume and so on. Ya, di iklan pula. Sorry. And then Curly's group is talking about Malay traditional house and then Malay traditional people and so on. So it is very interesting if you can provide the human figure showing their origin and so on. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure why there is some empty spaces. Sorry. Oh, kenapa tak keluar? Sorry. In between your frame and beams and roof pillars and beams
this
details.
one.
I'm not sure where is your this one.
This, yeah.
For your construction details. Okay.
Do you mean this empty space out there?
I cannot see your pen moving. But it is in between a number 1 and number
1 and 3. Okay, yeah, okay.
But because I cannot zoom out, so I'm not sure about that, right? So try not to, even though you are providing the breathing space and so on, but at the same time you need to make sure that it is not too empty.
Okay. Maybe I put background at the back, like the context or thing or some things to make it look like not empty, right, Doctor? Alright, okay.
Sekejap I kena tutup balik. Okay. Or what you can do is we provide the sky. For instance, if there is sky over here, so dia tak ada dah nampak very empty. Okay, because this one it is something like it is floating. It is not on the ground and it is not under the sky. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And the human figure that I talk about, perhaps it's only a silhouette of a human.
Okay.
ataupun just shadow macam tu kan.
Okay.
Okay, so how about your physical model?
I made the construction baru. I just started last night, so baru siap like a part. I make parts by parts and then later on baru I join them. I group them.
So,
So baru satu. I make 3 types of jointing.
but you are not only focusing on jointing, right? How about you?
I mean the construction details.
Which part are you taking?
I'll take the roof pillars and beams, but I connect these because this one at number 3, right? So I connect the floor also with them. So this is gonna be one part, and then the roof frame tower, the mihrab one, cause got the bottom tower floor details. Also got the roof frame tower. So this one is gonna be connected. I mean, this one is going to be another model. This one and the roof going to be another model. And then the ridge. I mean, how they connected the beam and the rafter at the end, at the corner of the roof.
Why don't you take this
Correct.
part only?
Which one, sorry, that time? Oh, okay. You mean roof to foundation, right? That time. Okay.
Instead of just showing some
One
over
by
here, one over here, the one by one can be done too, but that one is only supporting details. But
Okay.
perhaps the main thing is over here, and then you have all these small things,
Alright. Okay. Can.
right?
Okay.
Try to figure out ways lah, because this one it will be different scale. I think this one can be done in 1 to 50.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
What else? Can you zoom out? I just
Sorry.
figure out that I can counting this one. Okay, like I said before, tadi tunjuk yang ni
Sorry. Kejap. Ni macam mana doktor? Padaman. Okay.
Yes.
And then?
Telan pula.
Tak apa.
Zara. Okay. Yang like I said tadi yang ni, this one.
Okay.
Okay, it's still empty unless you have this sky.
Or if possible, can I put like the construction, this one? Like how they connect the post and the foundation, can I put it here?
Yes. But please make sure that perhaps yang kat bawah ni it should be somewhere over here. And yang atas ni somewhere over here.
Di
So
sebelah sana. Okay. Ikut susunan. Okay.
So dia tak adalah. Tak adalah.
Jauh-jauh.
You were talking about column but it is located above.
Okay. Okay,
Right?
understood. Alright.
So I think okay, you can just proceed with your physical model for this one. Next, can you show me eyes?
Okay. Dah ikut.
Okay. I think your 3 model hasn't completed yet, right? Because you all need to cover the roof, is it?
Yeah. This part. Sorry. Di yang terbuka tu. Only that part.
Okay. I think the human figure, can you put something like you can just Photoshop people are wearing kopiah and so on. That one is too western, I think. Dia macam orang putih datang melawat.
Ada lah dalam tu. Tengah pakai jubah.
Ni doktor. Halimunan.
Terbang pula dia.
Scary. Dia lah floating. So try to carilah yang better. That one. Awin tolong zoom in zoom out.
Okay. Bawah ke doktor?
Okay. And then this one also you can also add on images on somebody is writing kitab. Writing ke reading?
Dia kata writing.
Dia buat writing situ. What about
During that time.
Okay. So is there any images which can represent this one? Or you can use diagram. I think okay, this one is diagram lah kan, tapi kecil.
Mm.
Alright. What else? Okay, for the introduction, you don't put the introduction over there. Usually introduction is only at the beginning of this overall presentation. That's
Mm.
why conteng tu, introduction tu, you shouldn't put it as introduction over here. Okay. Salah eja ni. Ni.
Mana?
Tu arrangement.
Oh, okay. Sini.
Okay. Okay, I'm asking you, where is it? Buah botol ni, where is it in your masjid, in your mosque?
Itu ke maksud dia tu. Oh,
Hmm.
at the top of alang,
Can it
the
be,
roof.
where is it? Usually it is put over here. Kat tepi-tepi.
There. Over there.
So where is it in this one?
In the SketchUp tak ada, but I will make it arrow lah to show where the buah button.
Buah buton.
Button.
Button tu bahasa orang putih. Okay. So, please make sure that you know where is the location of the buah buton. If not, because you are talking a lot about this buah buton. Okay. So how do you want to make it very clear that we know that it is located over here, over there, and so on? Okay.
Okay.
Other than only using this arrow, perhaps you also can use something like Mirza has done before. Just use the this one is A1, A2, A3, something like that. The way how you label the thing. For instance,
Okay.
you can use something like a pattern which are located on the roof. So it is using blue color, blue bullet, for instance. Okay, and then patterns who are located, which are located in the walls. So you use the something like the symbol is can be in different color and so on. Okay, try to make sure that it can be read easily. Okay. And not
Okay.
only you can you can show it in exterior image, exterior perspective. You can also show it from your interior perspective. But try to figure out ways on how to make it more can be easily understood. Okay?
Okay.
What about your physical model?
Kat bawah. Yang pink tu saya nak buat tu lah. I will finish by that. Walls
Okay.
and floor.
So some of the part is exposed. Are you
And
taking the whole building?
not the roof lah. But should I make the roof for the space for azan too?
I think it's better if you put the roof because it just for this assignment it is more about the understanding of the structural system and so on. So it's better if you show it from the footings until the roof. So you know, so that you all will know how does we connect the floor construction into the walls and then the walls to the roof. Okay, so that it can be very helpful in your project 2 later. Okay, if not you are only focusing on this plan and then you don't know how to connect this column with the roof, kan? So if you do it in uh you are providing the model for it, so you will learn from your own experience. Okay.
Okay.
So okay lah, nanti later you will just only proceed with this one, but I prefer you to put also the roof on some part of it. Not necessarily you have to put in every space. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank you,
Nak
Doctor.
tanya untuk kalau for mine is skeleton, like kalau yang skeleton tu I just do all the buildings but doesn't have walls and roof kan?
Not necessarily. If you want to put some of the area, if you want to cover it, it's also I think it's better if you cover some of it, so you know perhaps how the walls is constructed and how it is connected to your columns.
Ah,
It is better because this one is for your own benefit, right? You want to know better about the timber construction and so on. If you don't do this by your own hand, if you only see images and so on, perhaps you don't really understood how does it is connected. Okay,
okay. Thank you, Doctor.
right. Okay, I'll try to open up the Miro for another group.
Okay, should I stop sharing?
Yes.
Alright.
Group siapa tadi?
Thank you, Doctor.
Divya, is it? Group siapa belum?
Yes, Doctor.
Somebody.
Should I?
Oh, you want to? Okay, boleh.
Can I, wait, Doctor.
Yes. So that I just don't think using this Webex.
Can. Can you see, Doctor? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So, Doctor, I share everyone's one. Later. So, this one is overall.
Okay, Curly has presented this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have just scribbled some of your presentation during your class just now.
Yeah, Doctor.
Okay, Divya. Can you zoom in?
Okay.
Okay. I wrote there all the information is more general.
Yeah.
Did you refer to the magic drawing or specific Kedah traditional houses? For instance, like during the last lecture input, we said that there are differences between in terms of the region, right? From Kedah traditional house is different from the Melaka traditional house and so on. So how do you differentiate those things? And then how do you put it in your diagram?
Oh, for the spaces, I referred a leader from Kedah's one, Doctor. But the culture, it's like the overall one, the public and the private area. It's more to like general.
Okay.
Sure.
And then it's okay if you want to put this general information. It's okay, but you need to relate back to this specific area of this house. For instance, if you are talking about the zoning of Malay culture, right? There is segregation between males and females and so on. And how do you put it as diagram here? For instance, they have this partition for separation between rooms and so on. Okay, so that is how to differentiate your building with the other Malay traditional house.
By referring to the Kedah's architecture, right, Doctor?
What I mean, okay. What I mean is this one is okay. This one is very general, right? Everybody, every Malay people will play around with these traditional games and so on. Okay, but when you talk about this public area and private area, how do you show in your house?
Relate back. Okay, Doctor.
Is there any, for instance, you are using a different color scheme? Okay, so this one is public. So you put this one is public. You put the legend. And this one is bilik, for instance. This one is bilik, and then you put it as private area. So you will use this color scheme, for instance. Okay, so that's why I'm asking, why is it too general? You need to relate back to this house.
Okay, Doctor.
And then for instance, there are two staircases, right, in front. And you have another
side and
one.
the three.
So you need to talk about how female is using the back back
okay, doctor.
staircase, and then the male will be using the main staircase and so on. Okay, so it will be more specific to your house, right?
Okay, doctor.
So all these things you read it once again and try to figure out ways on how to show it in your house.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, so that it won't be too general. If not, all the houses will be using the same thing. All the houses will have the public area, all the houses will have the private area and so on. But how do the design of your house related to this kind of belief and custom? Okay,
Okay, doctor.
right. What else? How about your physical model?
I will start today, doctor. I'll do something like this.
So do you have all the materials with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to put only the plan, is it?
Yeah. And doctor, you said you like I have to add a certain part of roof. So
I prefer that way because I want you to learn about the construction of the roof.
yeah.
If
So
not,
doctor.
sorry. So which part do you want to cover?
So I was thinking of like covering. Can I wait a doctor?
Yes.
Is it okay if I you cancel like this?
Boleh? You just put part of it.
Like 4 sides also. Okay, doctor.
So you will need to show all this rafter pattern and so on. At least you know how does the timber construction works, right? Okay, so try to figure out ways on how to show at least some of them are covered by roof.
Okay, doctor. Okay.
Right? It is for your own benefit lah. I'm not telling that it is compulsory, but I want everybody to know to understand the construction of timber houses because it will be brought to your later the final project later. Okay. Although your
Doctor,
sorry.
by the way, let's say if I do like that, right? Should I do 4 sides also, or it can be maybe 2 like that?
Maybe to what? Was it?
Like let's say I said like gonna do roof something like this, right, doctor? So should I cover the 4 sides also, or can it be 2 or 1? Like not 1, maybe 2 or something like that.
Can I see your roof? Your overall roof? Can you zoom into your 3D? Okay, this one is Lima's roof, right? So as long as at least you know how to construct this, it doesn't have to be necessarily you need to cover everything. So perhaps you just want to show how until this one only. Just take this part only. So this one already you can learn on how do they put all the rafter and so on. Okay. I just want you to understand how to connect this roof. Although your project 2 later, you will not be going to use the timber as your main roof structure and so on. Perhaps you are using steel and so on, but the basic is still there. Okay, you need to have the rafter, and that rafter should be steep enough so that it can cover your whole house and so on. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
All right.
Okay. Next one. Who's one, doctor?
The second one I think siapa tadi? Amir.
Yeah, second one is.
Amir, I think I talk about your color scheme. I'm not sure why your color scheme is it is different from your colleagues. Your house is white in color, but others are using the timber color, right? The wood color, right?
And actually, I follow exactly the house, the color scheme of the house.
But it is quite different, kan? I think the rendering is too bright. So
Rendering and filter.
Ada
Like,
filter
like,
lagi. Filter tu
hmm,
selalu perempuan je.
ada filter tu.
You tengok you punya, your house is becoming white in colour, especially this one. And also because of you have this pink thing, itulah, I cannot see the timber construction anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so please make sure that your colour scheme is right lah. Alright. Instead of using this pink, can it be changed something like which is more natural colour or earth colour, something like that.
Okay.
Try lah. Okay. Kalau tak dia macam it is, if not it is like something which is white in colour with some pink on the louvers, on the panel. Okay.
Okay.
What else? Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in?
Eh.
Zoom lagi nak tengok content. Can you zoom in this one? This one. I want to see this.
Divya is
Oh, Divya is controlling this Mahiru. Sorry,
Ah,
Divya,
yes,
zoom
doctor.
in.
Zoom in. Okay.
Zoom out sikit nak tengok overall. Sorry, sampai tajuk. Okay. Tadi you dah ubah Amir. Tadi I letak sini kan. Okay, so dia nampak lagi, this one is better because it doesn't hide the things that is located over here. Okay. Itulah yang ni I think you need to re-render so that you get the color scheme of wood color scheme tu. Ataupun at least the same as the image that you show. If not, all the lines tu, you nampak all the lines tu is disappeared already. Kan?
yang betul.
How about the batten? Kan ada batten sini kan?
Dia tu atas tu.
Tak nampak sangat? Kau yang tak nampak? So try to make sure that all the structures is right lah. Okay? And even the sisip angin dan sisip mati tu, you boleh susun sini pun. So dia tak adalah kacau.
Okay.
Okay. And then what else? Apa lagi? You are the one who will talk about the tanggam, is it?
Yes.
For this group. Okay. And where's your references?
Below the picture.
Okay. Tapi references ni macam mana letaknya ni? Put
Ada
it
dia,
in.
dia
I know that no, the placement. Dia macam afterthought. Put it properly lah. For instance, just put it over here ke, so that dia habis sini, kan? Okay. I think this one okay kot. And how about numbering? How do you show this numbering in your big picture?
by color.
Because kejap. I tengok my room. Okay. Can I have your Miro link? Siapa ada send saya tadi? I don't remember.
Saya ada send kat doktor tadi.
Siapa saya?
Hazmi.
Hazmi. Sekejap. Tadi dah tutup. Okay. Ame. Alright. Okay. Okay, I think Ame okay kot. Oh, tapi reference, I think too many reference. Can you put all
I
the
put
reference? You
I
put
put
all,
every tajuk ada reference bawah ni.
tapi dia quite messy because everything is everywhere. Or like I said before, perhaps you can just put your main reference, and then the main reference is only on one side. For instance, one reference dekat bawah ni je kot. Can you see my something? My
Okay.
pen. Okay. So perhaps yang ni tak perlu kot. This one delete because it is everywhere. Okay. What else? This house is using zinc, is it?
So, correlated asbestos.
If it is using asbestos, why the button is so big in gap? Oh, asbestos. Sorry.
Asbestos asbestos.
Okay. Betul. I thought it is tiles. Sorry. Okay. Alright. So okay lah. Just try to get rid of this all these references all over. Okay, because it is too many. And like I said, you can use short URL things to shorten your URL. If not, it is very messy like this. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you, Amir. How about your ni? This one. But you are also will be producing your model for the house, right? Not only on the kat panggang. Amir?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is additional only, but you need also to provide one part of the building as your big model. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Devia already done. Curly is already done. Last one, Hazmi. I think
Yes,
Hazmi last time Hazmi you produced better. This one. Why is it very structured this time? I'm not sure. I think because of this rectangular things kot. This line ni kot.
Yes.
So it becoming a like partition, and then you segregate everything. So that's why it's not really interesting. I think this one is better. So try tengok balik
Okay.
Okay, and then another one, I think this one, because you are using this perspective, and then this perspective has the sky, right?
Yes.
The sky this one kan.
Uh-uh.
So it's better if you put this one atas lagi, so that the
Okay.
sky is there. So the sky it is not blocked by this material and tracking method ni.
Okay, Doctor.
Faham tak?
Faham.
You jangan block the sky because the sky is very important context for your house.
Oh, alright.
Do you know why? Because in a rural area like a village, they don't have this kind of high-rise building and so on. And then what they have is all the luxurious view of the sky. Okay, so we want to appreciate all this sky view and so on. So try to, I think it's better if this one should be put upper so that you can appreciate the sky. Okay.
Okay, Doctor.
Materials too, you can bring it down. And then try to relook back on your this kind of partition ni. Yang tu yang jadi boring tu.
Okay.
Okay, because you have a lot of partition. Dia macam ada lot of rooms, and then you try to put everything in one room, and then another room. Tu yang it become boring. So pelik, I think this one is better. To try to look at example of presentation boards. Okay, usually my student they will refer to Pinterest and so on. But Pinterest is only for the images scan. But you still need to read books and so on lah, right?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, and then another one on your physical model. It's good that you have started a lot. Okay, I know your struggle doing this. But if I zoom in, you see all this workmanship. Be careful
Okay.
on workmanship for the physical model.
Alright, Doctor.
Especially this one. You see? All this sangat-sangat thing ni.
Okay.
Is it the house is really like this?
No,
Yes.
yes. The walls are constructed with louvers.
What I mean is the sizes of this thing. Besar, kecil, small. So that one is related back to your workmanship.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, try to be more, be careful lah. Okay,
Alright, Doctor.
to make sure that you can get a better better product for this one. For instance, this one, right? Because we are architect, usually we tend to be perfectionists.
Okay, Doctor.
It's not perfectionist pun. At least you are alert on this one lah. Macam bengek-bengek ni nanti runtuh rumah ni.
Okay, Doctor.
Alright?
Alright.
Oh, it's okay, Azmi. I think you can do the work fast, very fast. Macam last time orang lain tak buat rendering lagi, you has already done with your rendering, kan?
Yes,
But please apa enjoy the journey lah, alright? Not to make it very fast. I want to finish it very fast. But please take care of these small details.
Okay, Doctor. I try.
Alright? Okay?
Alright.
It's okay. It's okay. You can retry again. It is a good effort, but you need to pay more attention on this one, on the small details.
Okay,
Right?
Doctor. I try.
So I think we have done with everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, so I think you just proceed with your progress later. And for this upcoming Wednesday, you don't have any class, right? And then for this upcoming Thursday, I think Happy Deepavali to Divya.
Thank you, doctor.
Where will you celebrating it?
At home only, doctor.
You don't go to your hometown, balik kampung?
I was born like last time we did lah, doctor, when I was very young. Then now we stopped already.
But you're still young, right? But you're still young.
No, when I was very, very young.
Okay. So where are you now?
Now I'm at Rawang Perdana, Rawang Selangor lah, doctor.
Okay. But all the family members are nearby, is it?
Yeah, but not really nearby lah, doctor, but most of them at Selangor.
So good lah. So they can have a visit and so on. You can have the family celebration.
Yeah.
Right? So happy Deepavali, happy holiday, you guys.
Thank
So
you so
you
much,
won't
doctor.
have welcome. And then you will have your holiday starting this upcoming Wednesday, right? And then although I know that you have already received the circular from UTM stating that there will be no class for upcoming Wednesday and Sunday, right? But your submission will be on upcoming Sunday. Sorry, it is still on the Sunday. Okay, but I think you are on the right track. Everybody has produced your own presentation board. Just need some adjustment on here and there. It's okay. If you have anything, you can just PM me. We can just have the quick session through WhatsApp after this. Okay, and then because some of you haven't started with your physical model yet, at least you try to figure out ways on how to do it. You start doing it, right? Because we don't know what is the challenges while you are doing your physical model. It has the different challenge if compared to your presentation board. Okay, so I think that's all for today. So perhaps you can just continue your work. Okay, there are still time for today. And then if you have anything, you can just PM me. Okay, all right.
Doctor, for the sketches pun proceed with the same date or what?
Oh, sketches need to be submitted on this upcoming Thursday, is it?
Wednesday, Doctor.
Wednesday.
Uh,
How many sketches?
2.
Dua je.
Doctor, must it be if I did in A4, but there's a different kind of sketches in one A4, can right?
One
Or
A4, different sketches in one A4 means that
no,
in one A4 you have two sketches.
Macam
maybe
semua gitu, Doctor.
maybe like there is a perspective, maybe there's one part of this house and then I sketch another part of this house like that. Can
They
it
don't-
can be
It doesn't stated any requirement, right, for the sketches,
if I'm not mistaken, no.
right? I think because the requirement isn't stated what are the things that you need to sketch and so on, you can just proceed. The exercise is only we want you to continuously use manual drawings and so on. If not, you tend to do all those computer drawings and so on. Okay. So, and then another thing, the way on how you want to take the photograph of that particular sketches, right? Somebody, they will decorate their table so that the sketches can be more appreciated, something like that. And then you need to, I think you need to post it in your Instagram, is it?
Yes,
Yes,
Doctor.
Doctor.
You need to tag me also, tag me, and then I think Dr. I'm not sure if Dr. Izura has stated about what to tag and so on. Usually we will ask the student to tag UTM Silibina, and then me, and then all the studio masters and so on. It is more on the visibility. We want you to be very brave to show the world on what are the things that you have learned in UTM and so on. Okay. So it's okay. I think it is only 2 sketches, right? So it can be done, right? Kan?
I can. Doctor, must be it needs to related to our building or any sketches related to our project lah, right?
Preferably yes. Because itulah I nak kena baca balik the requirement. I need to read back whatever the requirement set up by Dr. Zura, and then I will let you know. But it is better if it is related to your project now, whatever you are doing now, so you can get more knowledge and about it. Okay. Okay, tengok balik. Boleh?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. Nanti later I'll share my Instagram. But I'm not very active on Instagram, but you can just tag me so that I can see your submission later, right? Okay. I think if there is no other question, we can just dismiss here. If you have anything, you can just text me, because it is still the studio is still running until 6 o'clock, right? So you just proceed with your whatever you are doing now, and then if you have anything, you can just text me, right? Okay. So okay guys, finish up your sketches before you have your holiday, alright? Okay. That's all for today. Class dismiss here. So thank you everybody.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thanks, Doctor.
Doctor.
Thank you,
See
Doctor.
you.
Alright. Okay.
Thanks, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.